been making music ever since the crack boom. Country rap tunes. Coming down. Country rap tunes. Gotta have guitars and a lot of backbone. Come to the South once, I bet you'll be back soon. Coming down. Country rap tunes. Coming down. Country rap tunes.
Niggas and chickens. Here we go. New album coming soon.
What's up, everybody? I'm here with Doughboy Television. I'm at the Country RapTunes Relaunch Podcast Party. I'm here with Corey Mo. What's up, man?
Already. What up? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too. So tell me, what is the purpose of the Country RapTunes Podcast?
The purpose is just to bring awareness and just old school history lessons to these youngsters, man. Cause like I'm really trying to tap into the old school and the people that taught me how to produce and how to make music. So I just highlight people like UGK, Ghetto Boys, Outkast, Goody Mob, 3 6 Mafia, DJ Screw. You know, like the core foundation of the South. So a lot of these youngsters don't really know their music. So, you know what I mean? I like to talk about it and discuss it on the podcast, and I also try to blow up some of the youngsters as well.
So for the youngsters out there who don't know the Pimp C era and all of that, I seen the interview.
Research.
Yeah, absolutely. I seen the interview that you did, and you said that Pimp C was your mentor.
Absolutely.
So can you
One
tell
of my
us?
best friends, yo.
Really? So tell us, what was Pimp C like?
He was a special guy. He was one hell of a character. He taught me a lot. He was very serious when it came to music. A lot of people don't know, but he produced a lot of music. He sung on a lot of the hooks. People didn't know he sung. And of course, he write and mixing everything. He taught me everything from start to finish. So, I mean, I owe him everything for that. So that's part of the reason why I created Country RapTunes.
Absolutely. So is Country RapTunes only limited to country artists, country music artists?
Hell no. Country RapTunes is Southern hip hop. It's just another name that Pimp C came up with just to refer to as Southern hip hop. You know what I mean? Because it all started back in, way back in the day. A lot of cats from New York didn't play down south music. So Pimp C was like, okay, well, forget y'all hip hop records up there. We do country rap tunes down here. You know what I mean? So ever since that point, he kind of coined that phrase, country rap tunes, and it refers to as Southern hip hop.
Yeah, I've seen where Pimp C said that this wasn't really the South.
Oh yeah, man, that boy off the chain. And then it's East Coast, man, East Standard Time.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Yeah, we are on the East Coast if you think about it. We are very far on the East.
Yeah, because he said it's Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, but it's definitely the South.
It is the South. I agree. So tell us, what are some of the things that some of the younger artists that's coming up, younger songwriter, producers, artists that's coming up, what's a piece of advice that, like a real piece of advice that we can take it and just be like, all right, dang, I didn't even know that. Like, because I feel like we waste a lot of time just doing all these different things. The internet, they mix you up. And what's something that you can like really tell us, like, real from your heart?
Go to school.
Go to school?
Go to school
you
for
went
this
to
shit.
school for
Man, I went to school for digital audio
media.
technology.
Yes, I seen it.
And I took every damn class there was pertaining to live talent management. I took music publishing courses. I took digital audio 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I took Pro Tools classes. I done paid. I done spent so much money on courses. You know what I mean? So that's the reason why people pay me for my services, because I know what the hell I'm doing. So I would say go to school and get you a real certificate for this shit if you're serious about it. You know what I mean?
Wow, and I'm so happy that you said that, because there's a lot of people out here who think that they don't have to do that part, like that they can just skip over it. And I'm happy to hear somebody like you say that.
Yeah, man.
Because it means a lot. Because people are like, I ain't going to school, I'm just going to get in the studio and I'm just going to blow up overnight. Right. So I love that. Well, how did you meet Kimberly Latrice Jones?
Man, how did I meet old Kimbo Slice? We were at a studio, at Icon Studios. Drummer Boy and 8Ball and MJG had a session going on. And I went over there to mess with them, and Kim was there with a couple of friends, and I ended up meeting her in the studio that day. That was probably about maybe 6, 7 years ago, something like that. But yeah, that was crazy.
That's pretty dope.
And that's been my big sister ever since, man.
Yeah, y'all seem like I got real good chemistry
Oh,
on your podcast. I seen that. Y'all chemistry is really good. I like that. It makes me want to watch the show. I'm not even gonna lie, cause like I tuned into the show. She bring that personality.
Yeah,
she got that personality.
Man, she bring the sauce.
Yeah, she really do.
She bring the sauce.
But one more thing, I don't want to drag this out too much, but I want to just pay homage to you because you did Down by Law on the Killer Mike CD, and you won a Grammy for that.
Yes,
Shout out to Killer Mike.
Shout out to Killer Mike.
Yeah, tell me how you came up, how you cooked that beat up.
Man, believe it or not, but I made that beat probably in like 2016 or 17. I made that beat, and I just had it tucked away, and I played it for Killer maybe like 2019. So I had it for like 3 years just sitting on my laptop. And when I played it for Killer, he was like, that's mine.
That's it.
And he went in there, jumped in there, got in there, and he laid like half of the song. And then he didn't come back to finish the other half until a couple of years later. Like that song literally took about 4 or 5 years to make.
So it be like that sometimes. But you just said it ain't just we just come up with something here and we just go, it's a hit. It be like that.
And then I actually had a session with CeeLo. CeeLo came to my studio to lay a feature on the last Goody Mob album. And I laid his verse, and afterwards I was like, hey man, you ever did a song with Killer Mike? He was like, nah, I never did one. So shit, I turned it on and he was like, damn, what is this?
Yes.
He walked in the booth and laid that hook. I sent it to Killer Mike and we manifested that thing.
Man, y'all manifested it. I love that.
Yeah, we really manifested that one. So yeah, shout out to Killer Mike, shout out to CeeLo for that.
Shout out to Killer Mike. Thank you so much, Corey Mo, for coming through, spending some time with Doughboy Television.
Doughboy.
We appreciate you down here in the South, the East, the North, the West, everywhere, all right?
Already.
Thanks, man.
Already. Much love. Right. Much love. Absolutely. And please go to countryraptunes.com if y'all need that fly merch, if y'all want to learn about Southern hip hop, if you want to see the podcast, if you want to check out Country Rap Tunes Radio, just go to countryraptunes.com. Holla at your boy. Long live the pimp. Check.
What's up, everybody? I'm here with Doughboy Television. I'm here at the Country Rap Tunes Relaunch Podcast Party. I'm here with Kimberly Latrice Jones, legendary. I want to know, who is Kimberly Latrice Jones to you?
Man, so in this environment, I'm Kimbo Slice with the dice. And basically, like, my career has been in music, TV, film, social justice. So I've had my hand, in entrepreneurship. I've had my hand in a lot of pots. I'm a New York Times bestselling author, NAACP Image Award nominee. I have 4 books in the world. One hit the New York Times bestseller list. But I'm also a filmmaker. I worked for Tyler Perry. I worked on the development team for Me and Bobby Brown. And worked in music for many years. My first little internship, I was an internship at Dark Studios with Dallas Austin. So my career has been all over the place. A lot of people know me for my social justice work. I work heavily fighting against police brutality, as well as trying to impact poverty. I have a company called Vocation Ventures, and we get people back to work. We get people into vocational school so they can get certificates and get jobs that they can survive on. So, got my hand in a few pots.
Yes. So tell me, how did you and Corey Mo link up?
So it's so funny how me and Corey Mo linked up is that I shot a proof of concept. So A-Ball and MJG were wanting to make their biopic. And at the time, we were being managed by the same, we had the same manager, Prano Martin, shout out to Dude. And my 2 of my close friends had written, January and Tony had written the A-Ball and MJG script for their biopic, and they were wanting to shoot a proof of concept, something that they could have to shop it around. And so they hired me to direct it. So when I got hired to direct that proof of concept, we were all, it's funny, that night is so legendary because DePrano called me up to the studio to hang, because I would just hang out with Ball and G so I could get a vibe for them, get a feel for them and stuff. That was years ago. And so he called me up to the studio one night, to kick it with Ball and G because they were in Atlanta doing a session. And that night, everybody was at the studio. Drummer Boy, Gangsta Boo, rest in peace, Gangsta Boo, Greg Street, Corey Mo. I can't even remember everybody that was up there that night, but it was one of those nights at Icon Studios, Jazzy Faye, like everybody was up there that night. Yeah. Yes, we were all, everybody was just up there kicking it, and I met Corey, and it was like one of those things where like you meet somebody and you become instant family, and that's been 7 or 8 years ago, and me and him been solid ever since.
Man, I gotta say, I love y'all chemistry on the podcast. I think you bring so much personality to the podcast.
Oh, thank you.
I'm not even gonna lie, like when I see you, I was like, oh yeah, she got personality.
You know what's so funny? You know how people be like, you a clown, right?
Yeah.
I was literally a clown. So I was Pinky the Clown in Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus. Yep, I was a real clown. I went to clown college in Sarasota, Florida, and then I toured for a year and a half as Pinky the Clown with Ringling Brothers.
Oh my God, I didn't know you had to go to school to do that.
You do have to go to school.
Wow, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Wow, absolutely, you're amazing. Yeah, but what are some of the things that you've been an activist for? I know you said police brutality. Can you touch on that just a little bit more?
During the George Floyd protest, I was outside in 2020. From 2020 to 2021, I protested for 90 days straight. Wow. I was outside in the streets for 90 days straight, and so one of the days that I was outside, David Jones, a filmmaker here in Atlanta, captured me talking about what was going on, and I compared the plight of black people to a game of Monopoly, and I ended it by saying, and they're lucky that what black people want is equality and not revenge. I went to bed, I had 2,000 followers when I went to bed. I woke up, I had 200,000 followers. Wow. The video was reposted by Madonna, LeBron James, Viola Davis, Ava DuVernay, Oprah Winfrey, Gayle King, like all of these people. And then Oprah Winfrey did a town hall during that time, and she showed a clip of the video. Wow. And her and Ava DuVernay had a conversation about it on the town hall. So most people know me from that speech, but since then I've done tons of work. I've worked with the Black MPs in the UK. You know, I've been in communication with people in Germany, Paris, India, all over the world, talking about police brutality, talking about how it's affecting our people. But I know that the reason why we're so overly policed is because we have such extremely impoverished neighborhoods, and so to me that's one of the root causes. And so I knew I had to pick one thing and focus down on it, and so that's what I wanted to focus on was poverty. And so that's what caused me to start Vocation Ventures. And what we do is we help people go to trade school to be electricians, plumbers, things like that, help desk, cosmetologists, all of that, because not only do we do that for kids who are fresh out of high school who need some direction, but for adults who need a second career, for people who have been in prison who need who need another chance. And so we work on getting people these vocations so they can have enough money to live a whole healthy life. Because let me tell you, poverty and crime are bedfellows. A starving man will do what a starving man needs to do.
Yeah, they go hand in hand. I agree.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for your passion in that. I felt that. And also, I'm glad that you do that, because what you're doing is you're being a role model.
Trying.
For people out there who don't want to give back to the community, now people are going to want to give because they see that you're giving. It's okay.
Yeah, and they see I do my work and I'm still myself. You know, at the end of the day, I'm a hood nigga. That ain't never going to change. You know what I'm saying? So, but that doesn't mean that I don't care about my people and I don't care about the outcome of my people and the impact of my people. And I feel like, you know, I'm very open and honest about where I came from. I came from the south side of Chicago. You know, I lived in a neighborhood that was okay. It was like a little pocket of, you know, working class families, but we were surrounded, especially when I grew up, surrounded by the crack epidemic and everything that was going on. So I was definitely impacted by it. And you know, me just being me, being a music head, being an artist, it's still important for my social justice work to not be something I do. You know, a lot of people that are artists, they do it as like a sidebar, like, oh, and I got this little charity. I'm like, no, I'm 10 toes down about my work for the community. In some ways, maybe even more than I am about my art. It's super important to me. I use the platform that I have as an artist to do what I call my real work.
Got it. Got you. So what's some of the latest art you've been working on, if you don't mind?
Yeah, so I have a new book coming out. And I have a new book coming out 2025 called The Robot Lady. It's my mom's memoir. Before she passed away, she left me recordings. My mother programmed robots that delivered the mail in the Sears Tower in 1976.
What?
Yeah, so I'm telling her story in The Robot Lady, so I'm working on that. I'm still in development on a TV version of my book, I'm Not Dying With You Tonight, which is the one that made the New York Times bestseller list and got nominated for the Image Award. So I am I'm working with Warner Brothers to, I'm in development with Warner Brothers to turn that into a TV series. And yeah, I just became a literary agent, and so now that's my next phase of my life, is that I want to help other people get their books out in the world.
Wow, knowledge is power.
It's key. If you want to hide something from somebody, you put it in a book. So we got to put the books back in the hands of the people.
Nobody reads anymore. It's a digital era.
But it's funny, the kids read more than people realize. People always say the kids don't read. Well, I go into high school, so 3 of my books are what we call YA books. They're for teenagers.
Okay.
Man, I go in there, and because I'm engaged with the kids, and I do schools that people won't go to, the Title I schools, I get teachers who tell me, I got a student who never completed a book until you came, and now they finish your book cover to cover.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you just got to get in front of them.
You just gotta
We always say what they don't do, but we don't talk about what we don't offer them.
That's right. How we gonna help, right? I love it. I love it. Well, you're such an inspiration to myself, and I'm pretty sure to everybody out there who's watching.
I appreciate
Honestly.
that.
And we love you. Thank you for your work.
Thank y'all for coming out tonight. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Y'all already know what it is. Kimbo Slice with the Dice here on Doughboy Television.